There will be times on your spiritual journey where God will isolate you, and He wanted you to see this video. Moses went up to Mount Sinai alone before receiving the Ten Commandments. Elijah fled to the wilderness to hear God's voice. Jesus himself spent 40 days in the wilderness fasting and praying. Don't get me wrong, God says that iron sharpens iron, but there will be times where you will be isolated and He needs you to be isolated, and there will be times where you will be around the right people at the right times. Sometimes God needs you away from the crowd so you can focus on the mission that He has for you. Because too much noise, you'll miss His voice. Too many distractions, too many of the wrong people around you, you will get distracted from your mission. And here is where people go wrong. You think that you can change people. You hope to change people. But the more we stick around toxic relationships, bad friendships, or ungodly environments where we think to ourselves, if I stay, maybe I can help them. Let me tell you something. You're not the Holy Spirit, and only God can change hearts. Your job is to plant the seeds, not force them to grow. Your job is to pray and not play God. And the more you stay in these environments, the more you're just draining your spiritual energy. That's why I tell you guys, God will separate you to elevate you. And don't be scared to be alone. I've heard this saying many times. People say my social battery is drained after they hang out with people. That's not a social battery. That's a spiritual battery. It's your spiritual warning sign from God. Because anyone or any circumstance from God Himself will not drain you. So I want you to constantly ask yourself, am I being led to God by the people around me? Or are they just draining me and exhausting me? This life is just like a video game. God will not give you the next level unless you can sacrifice. And let me tell you, wrong friendships, toxic relationships, they're not worth it over what God has for you. So listen to God when He wants you isolated. That's your message.